Hello, you got big plans for the weekend. Some of us might need the raincoats, but it's not going to be a washout. You take one look at the cloud right off the bat. It's almost like you've had some paints and you said, I'll have some white, and you just go like bits like that. Different troughs that have been working their way across. One lump of a system there. That's the one from the other day. And the skinnier ones, a couple of weak troughs, they're providing some showers. A few heavier ones, they'll be clearing themselves away. Then we have this lovely blue slot, this quieter slot. That gets us into the weekend before the next weather system, all that stuff out there. Beginnings of a system that works in, but it mainly provides rain to the western parts of New Zealand. So if you're further east, you'll be going, where's the rain? It's fine. So it's not going to be a wash-up. Let's have a look at how things go. So these little skinny blokes, the little troughs, they feed their showers across as we go into really the first part of the day on Saturday. They'll be well gone off the east coast. So this little nudge of a ridge sits in place. So it's a lovely bright start, maybe some early clouds, some mist before all of this stuff. And it looks like just a confused octopus of sorts. It's got different fronts, different pieces of moisture. But as it works in, watch where the main area of rain goes. Instead of it just going vroom, straight through, it actually works in, and the main upper energy of this thing sits, spins, cuts off. So it takes most of the area blue, the wet weather, piles it into the west coast, good northwest feed on that. May even have a few heavier bursts towards the, say, some western coast. And notice through the day, you say, well, the rain's coming, but it's really only towards the west coast. Parts of Fiordland, Westland, maybe up that west coast towards Nelson, you'll thicken up the cloud. Eastern areas are fine, you go into a nor'west, you know what that's like in Christchurch, nice and warm. And for much of the North Island, you're fine, you're okay. Except there's one little dangly little line of red there, weak warm front of sorts. What does that do? It gives a few showers as it works in Northland, Auckland, as you finish off the day. So Saturday, for a lot of us, it's okay. Out there with the mower, whatever you're going to be doing, you've got a fine looking day. The far north, that's where we bring in the rain. And don't be surprised by the end of the day, we start to bring in the meat of the weather system, some storms coming into the far north. But I think through the day, Russell, it's just some showers. Those showers too could work into Auckland, probably by the end of the day, into the afternoon. So you're okay thinking of the barbecue. But western areas, and maybe from the far north, by the end of the day, you could see these showers. Mild as well, because of course, where's the air coming from? From the west and the north, that's a warm direction. So you'll be out there with the t-shirt, no problems at all. Tauranga, you're fine. Could bring in some more cloud off the bay through the day, and I think through the night, that's when you bring in the rain too. Broadly similar, but with the flow going west to northwest, of course, Waikato, western areas, you might see a few showers through the afternoon. Could even see the odd one to New Plymouth. But that main meat of that rain, that comes in later on. So we head further east. Look at this. This is lovely. Fine looking day. You're outside in Gisborne, Napier. You like that. Very pleasant. You'll thicken up your cloud later on, but more than likely for you, won't really see much in the way of moisture. And a similar sort of thing for places like Wellington, looking good, Marston, Palmerston North, Wanganui. Just keep an eye with that flow coming down, the morning flow combined with that westerly, could bring the winds together, could give the odd shower of sorts. Just for the first part of the day, 17 after that, otherwise fine and dry. And Wellington, you'll be fine through the day. We thicken up the cloud and everyone will be looking at Wellington in the evening hours. Big match, right? What's it going to be like? Well, we should be fine. We'll thicken up the cloud. I think 14 degrees if you're going. You probably won't need the raincoat. And for the kickers, northerly about 20 or so. For the South Island, we'll be probably just seeing that thickening cloud. The wet weather, it's on the west coast. So there it is for the likes of Westport. Blenheim, you'll thicken up the cloud too. You'll finish off at 15. Watch out Nelson, probably for the nighttime hours as that rain works its way in. And then across the east coast, places like Canterbury, you're otherwise fine. Remember the nor'wester? What does that do? It takes the air, brings it up, warms it, boom, straight down, 17 degrees in Christchurch. That will feel nice to the outside. Timaru as well, you're fine. A dry day. To the far south, we're okay as well, unless you're heading to, say, Fiordland, of course, the old raincoat in the bag, because that weather system works in, but all the moisture stays on the west coast. To Queenstown, you're fine. You will get the higher cloud coming in, and I think for Invercargill, just some higher cloud, but otherwise looking good too. See those wind arrows? That's a strengthening wind there. Dunedin fine, 12 degrees as you finish off. As we go to Sunday, watch what happens with this weather system. The main energy cuts off, so it's an upper low, but notice where the lumps of blue go. Western areas, northern areas, but not as much towards the east. So places like Canterbury, Wellington, otherwise mostly dry. Then as southwest change, we're already into Monday and Tuesday, quieter and drier for early next week. That's the weather for now. More at metservice.com.